Want to win one of 10 iPads or up to $10,000? It's the 25th anniversary of .com, so tell us how .com has changed your life. Write your story at howdoyou.com and you could win.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm Matt Harris, and today I'm here with my good friend Paul Stachniak, and we have a lot to get through today talking about what's coming up on butterscotch.com. Where would you like to start?
Where would you like to start?
Well, I'd probably like to start with the most unique and fun, and that would be Stachniak and Bonetown. What the heck is Bonetown, my friend?
Bonetown is a game where you can bone chicks in the town that you go to.
That's very clever.
Right.
Now, we shot this episode a couple weeks back, and it's coming out tomorrow, which is Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern. And we had Paul, because amongst us, he's probably the biggest gamer.
So I'm automatically given the crappy
That's right.
boning game, right?
So we gave you the charge of playing this game. What are your thoughts?
Well, first off, it should have been renamed Grand Theft Boner, because that's essentially what you're doing here, is you're running around and having promiscuous sex with ladies. Which may seem appealing to those who never get out.
Right.
But let me tell you, this game is very realistic in the sense that fat chicks will turn you down instantly. And I think that's actually the worst part, because it's like, imagine playing Grand Theft Auto,
right,
and you pick up a gun and somebody says, no, wait, you're not proficient enough in gun use, give me that back.
Right. And
you have to walk around with like a wooden pistol, for the first half of the game. That's what this game is. So you come up to a fat chick and she's like, nah, not going to do it with you. And what did you just pay $30 for?
I think you just made this On Deck rating go up to mature when you say boning a fat chick. But that's okay, just so you know.
Having sexual intercourse
Thank you.
With a heavy lady.
Thank you very much. So yeah, the game is for adults only, obviously.
No, you know what? I think that you give it to a small child, they're just going to understand how crushing life is down the road.
Okay, moving swiftly on. That's Stachniak, 5 o'clock Eastern, tomorrow, which is Saturday. You are also in charge of Miss Download.
Yeah.
Which is a show that comes out on our network Tuesdays at 5 o'clock Eastern. What can we look forward to this Tuesday?
We're doing Yahoo Widgets, which is, if you have a Mac, you might be aware of the dashboard. There's been, for a while, actually, a PC Mac equivalent. It's actually, Yahoo started this, and then Apple kind of ripped them off. And so you can put little things on your dashboard or on your desktop. So I know people like weather, so you can kind of have like a weather icon floating somewhere.
Okay.
Things like that.
Cool. So that's Miss Download on Tuesday at 5 o'clock Eastern. We also have our show, a flagship show with Andy Walker and Sean Carruthers called Lab Rats.
Right.
Now, did you see what's coming up this Monday? It's quite exciting.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
it Bonetown?
No, it's not Bonetown.
Then I don't care.
Actually, yes, you do.
Oh, right. Yes,
it's taking
I do.
VHS, those old VHS tapes, and converting them to digital.
Okay, I really don't care.
You don't, even though it was me on Camilla Scott?
Oh, yes.
See, what happened
was in the 80s, right?
Yes, it was in the 80s. When I was a wee boy, my brother and I went on a Canadian talk show called Camilla Scott, and basically I had this old VHS tape, and I said to Sean, I'm like, this thing's falling apart, man, you got to save it. So the whole episode is dedicated to taking that VHS analog and making a digital format.
Can we bring back the noob and find out what happened to Camilla Scott?
We can.
Because I guarantee you she's actually in Bonetown. That's probably how bad it's become for her.
Okay, so that's Lab Rats, VHS to digital, coming out Monday.
She'll still turn me down. That's the worst part, yeah.
Well, she's not fat.
No, well, who knows?
Who knows now?
Ricky Lake fluctuates too, right?
Who knows now, right? And then finally, I want to talk about 60-Second App.
Right.
We shot a few more last week, and they're all coming out obviously this week and next week. There's a few good ones. I did a Slingbox app, can't live without. I think Sean did a Log Me In Ignition, which is basically a way to remotely kind of log into your computer on your handheld device. What else was covered? Oh, I did another one called Unblock Me, which is a fun game.
Right.
So,
wasn't Bonetown, though.
It wasn't. It's always back to the Bonetown with you.
I've spent maybe
the
more...
guy pretends like he doesn't like the game, but then every 2 minutes, you can't go without saying Bonetown.
Well, you know what it is? And I mean, it's sort of like being in an internment camp. I mean, you don't want to think about it, but it plagues your life every day from that point on. I will literally wake up every morning in cold sweats being like, fat chick won't do it with me.
Oh. On that interesting note, for everything we've spoken about, please go to butterscotch.com. Paul, thanks for being on deck. It's been enlightening.
Hey, you don't think the Bonetown people are going to take this as negativity towards the game, do you?
I certainly hope not.
I don't either.
Check out butterscotch.com. I'm Matt Harris for Paul Stachniak. You've been watching On Deck. I'll see you next week.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.